And welcome back to Mania Long Note Tournament number 3. And this is not the third round, this is actually the third to last round of the tournament. This is yet another semifinals match. We've had many contenders to the first place of this entire tournament, and we are witness to one of the winners bracket maps. So some of the more favorite players in the tournament that we're seeing right now, MIkuaimbot versus Silhoueska Elze. I am Patraj. I will be commentating with Walmart once again. How are you?
Bonjour tout le monde. I'm doing great. Yeah, you said it best, honestly. This is probably one of the most hyped up winners bracket matches ever. Two really good long note prospects, probably one of the best long note players in each country. Of course, everyone knows who MIkuaimbot is, but everyone and their dog knows who Silhoueska Elze is. Emily is not shy to any sort of light in the Osumania game at all.
Yeah, I believe that MIkuaimbot is a more contemporary player compared to Silhoueska Elze. Emily has been a mainstay throughout the past few years, actually, but I don't believe that MIkuaimbot was there for that long.
Yeah, MIkuaimbot showing their dominance in the more recent tourneys, and Silhoueska Elze being around for quite a while. So, seeing a map like, I believe this was used in MWC Grand Finals.
So this is a custom map for Grand Finals, actually. So this is definitely up there in terms of difficulty. Dare I say this is a tiny bit harder than semi-finals, but this is almost par for the course.
This is the second time we've seen this warm-up map, or seen this map used as a warm-up.
Yeah, I mean, at this performance level, there are not that many viable long note maps, so there's only so many to pick from.
As you see, Silhoueska Elze really showing their what's it called? Showing their dominance in their long note capabilities, especially only just being halfway through this 3.5 minute gauntlet. Only still FCing, which is very impressive. Seeing this map is not forgiving. This is Grand Finals level stuff, even just in MWC. But we've kicked it up a notch in this tournament, as this is relatively. This would be used for a perfect tiebreaker around this caliber of maps you'll see in the map pool if this is your first time here. You missed it on a pretty good match earlier, which was Ting Momentum versus Apple.
Yeah, dare I say this map, when you compare this map to the current tiebreaker of the semi-finals, you might find that they're not actually too far off. I still think that number 39 is pretty hard in terms of overall strain, and it definitely shows in the performance that MIkuaimbot is giving us here. We are maybe gonna start seeing some gods bleed, for God's sake.
Also, as well as Juan Crystal actually being a part of the semifinals tiebreaker. I believe it was a collab between Juan Crystal and Underjoy to create that amazing Imperial Circus map. And is that an FC from Emily? Silhoueska Elze FCing.
What is his score? Okay,
Silhoueska Elze FCing, but
okay. Two things. First of all, what is this FC? Second of all, MIkuaimbot has a better ratio. No! Oh no!
That is something to really look at, is how well MIkuaimbot can pull off a ratio on any map, but the one thing they have to look out for is how dense they are. And there I say myself is that this won't be a easy match for both players. MIkuaimbot undoubtedly having the ratio advantage on some of these maps, but Silhoueska Elze having the overall physicality over MIkuaimbot, which would be something interesting to see. Physicality going up against ratio.
Yeah, MIkuaimbot definitely aiming to test some of that physicality in this warm-up. This is MIkuaimbot's warm-up, by the way. It's going to be Trembler 1.1, so that is pretty daring as a warm-up. I dare say this is a bit harder than semifinals.
Is this... was this used in MWC as well?
Yes, I think it was. I don't think at this rate.
Welcome to
yeah.
Welcome to Oceania 4Key MWC 2022.
Yeah, this is just the warm-ups. It's just the warm-ups. And yes, I did say Trembler.
As this map is only just a little under 2 minutes, but still lots of density packed in this map, and pretty good for a warm-up, especially with how dense the maps have gotten. Like, consider this, like this semifinals map pool to what we had in quarterfinals. It's a big difference. And seeing how slowly, one by one, these players are slowly shrinking down from 64 all the way down to just 8.
Yeah, seeing Trembler as 220 BPM, this is actually pretty close to some of the density picks in this pool, actually. If you compare this to picks like Tortura, maybe some other ones, especially Tortura, I feel like, and maybe some of the wildcards as well, this actually might cut it pretty close. And wow,
I was just like 1-200 that.
Yeah, that was a 991k from Emily.
1-200.
Sure. I mean, sure. Let's go into the roles. Let's not talk about those warm-ups anymore. We haven't seen anything. What matters is what the scores are going to be on this particular map pool.
Emily with a 57 roll that could be... So I think MIkuaimbot rolled. Oh, yeah, okay. Banjo ate the message. Silhoueska Elze wins the roll, and they get to choose if they want to do everything first or second, and she's going to opt to go second.
Wait, so actually that was a 57 versus 54.
Oh my! Difference of 3.
Yeah, I actually have Emily's stream open on this side, so I can actually see the chat in its fullness, compared to the laser client anyways. By the way, yes, Emily is streaming this match, so if you want to support her, then yeah, just go. But also keep this stream open just in case, I don't know, just do what you want. Anyways, the first protect from Emily is gonna be...
I won't be surprised. Yeah, I was about to say, gonna see like some wild card picks or even some of the density. Heaven's Door going to be protected. Wild card 2, I know how to count, and I think MIkuaimbot was supposed to do. Inixia.
Yeah. Inixia protect from Miku, and then Heaven's Door from
boss
Emily.
fight.
Yeah, boss fight after party. We saw a lot of protects on boss fight after party as some as a pick that's really straining on both coordination and physicality.
That's kind of weird, seeing a coordination pick getting banned from MIkuaimbot. You would think such a great player when it comes to pulling off insane long note accuracy would take advantage of those coordination picks. But, well, I'm not MIkuaimbot, so I don't really make the choices. So, as speaking of MIkuaimbot, it's their pick out of these maps, and we're gonna see already jumping into density. We're gonna see Phoenix come out. This map is no stranger to draining stamina, so kind of, I don't know if this would be considered a risk, but
no, this is definitely one of the easiest picks of the entire pool. So I think MIkuaimbot is definitely going to go for accuracy, for the accuracy department in this pool, and Emily, Silhoueska Elze might go for the more physical picks.
Just the one thing to look out for is most definitely your stamina. This map is 3 minutes and 30 seconds long, so one of the more longer maps, and it just goes on and on.
Yeah, I do believe MIkuaimbot is definitely able to sustain this this type of pick, definitely for 3 minutes and 34 seconds, and I believe that the cushion that MIkuaimbot has in terms of accuracy against Emily might net them the point. Accuracy matters a lot here.
And MIkuaimbot opting to put on mirror here, and oh my god, we're tied!
Did we set score V2? Oh, yeah, sure.
As we are underway, and it is a mirror match. MIkuaimbot actually opting to put on mirror for this map.
Yeah, I do believe that some of the hand stream bursts and so on, and some of the one-handed trailness of this map might trip up some players. So
Oh
good
yeah,
decision.
definitely. This is definitely one of the maps that if you aren't prepared, you are going to find a bit of drops.
Yeah, right now this is very closely tied together. Both of the players are on the same exact ratio.
Slightly leaned over to MIkuaimbot. That's a difference of 43 points. 44 actually. 44-point difference, as we have a little bit of issues with the climb, but it's all good now.
I see it! I don't
Wait,
see
what?
it anymore.
No! Come on. I didn't see it though, so that's good. As wow, we're pretty much tied. Almost reaching the halfway mark of this map, and it's just going back and forth.
Oh my god. They are on the same pace. MIkuaimbot's unstable rate is slightly more packed than Emily, but I believe that Silhoueska Elze might be a little bit more stable in terms of 200s overall, but we're just gonna have to see how it unfolds.
Yeah, MIkuaimbot with the 100th of a percent lead, giving them that slight advantage, but anything could, even just a couple 300s, could go back into that chaos of a tie, as Silhoueska Elze is no, like, really close to MIkuaimbot's accuracy, only off by just 1, as MIkuaimbot's actually climbing up their accuracy quite well, almost up to that 99.9 margin, as we still have a quarter of the map left, as we could see anything happen.
Yeah, the unstable rate between the two players was actually looking very similar in this denser section, but as the sections get less dense and less dense, MIkuaimbot is definitely going to grab more of an advantage in terms of ratio, but the advantage is so minute that we have to pay attention to every single hit there is.
Yeah, and as we near the end of the chart, it looks like MIkuaimbot is probably going to take this point, but already, even though we're at the end of the map, anything can happen, as this lead is so narrow, and it's going to be MIkuaimbot's, but not by much, only by 377 actually.
Yeah, look at the 200 count. MIkuaimbot definitely caught more of the 200s on the way, but the ratio is definitely what got them the point here. Not by much, mind you. That's just a few hundred points, and those few hundred points are definitely what decides it all.
And if you're someone like Silhoueska Elze right now, you would be noting that down for sure, and try to use that to your advantage against having those, seeing those 200s. But for now, it is now Silhoueska Elze's pick. So, won't be surprised if maybe we go into some of the wild cards, or even maybe technical.
I believe some of the harder picks, like Qualia, Quankit, Adile, the technical picks are definitely some of the more challenging ones we've seen in the entire tournament. Some of those ones might pop up. Maybe Heaven's Door as a very physical pick as well. And maybe some of the density ones, some of the non-hackable densities.
Yes, indeed. And here we're gonna see Nixia come out. So we're sticking.
I feel like that's more in the middle in terms of difficulty, so this
someone
might be a
protected
slightly...
I think someone protected this map.
Yeah, this might be Mika's protect. Yes, you might be correct.
That is something. That is something that players love to do. Is just pick other players' protects.
Yeah, it is kind of a mind game in action here. And this might be some of the more manageable picks as well. I was mentioning this was more kind of in the middles, but all of the semifinals maps are hard to me, so I cannot really make the difference. But in any case, we're gonna start seeing some of the accuracy settle in, and MIkuaimbot is definitely up there.
Yes, indeed. As already a quarter in, this map is not long. MIkuaimbot having that slight advantage over Emily, but that lead is slowly shrinking down. As we're already almost nearing that halfway mark, as I think that might have been the 200. I'm unsure. I think that might have been the 200 from Emily, but MIkuaimbot having a slightly better unstable rate than Emily. As yeah, we're at the halfway mark of the map.
Yeah, MIkuaimbot losing some accuracy, but those are not 200s. Those are just 300s caught on the faster parts, faster bursts of this wild card. But it's not much, not at all, not much at all, not enough for Emily to catch up.
Yeah, there's only one more section left as we are in the final quarter of this chart. Both players in that 99.8 range. It is, I guess, quite frankly, you can say it is still anyone's game.
Yeah, MIkuaimbot definitely still has the accuracy advantage for ratio alone, but keeping the combo is definitely what matters in this situation. Oh, that's a 200 here.
Oh, that lead is slightly going to MIkuaimbot, and it's gonna stay on MIkuaimbot's side. Only a difference of just 2,000. Oh wait, no, not two. No, 1,200. As
Wow.
that ratio difference of exactly 100.
That is proficiency, mate. That is proficiency, mate. 275, 300s on this one. This is a map that MIkuaimbot was able to ratio, and that was a bad choice on Emily's part in regards to that. So definitely don't want to aim for picks that MIkuaimbot can potentially just ace like this.
Yeah, and MIkuaimbot immediately sticking with that wild card and going into Orca.
Yeah, shoutouts to Orca the player. We're gonna play Orca the map.
Here we go.
And if MIkuaimbot picked this, then MIkuaimbot is definitely some amount of confidence on this. So I believe that MIkuaimbot can definitely get a high score on this, so Emily might be in trouble on this one, but this is a pretty technical pick for a wild card, so might see some 200s here and there. We saw MIkuaimbot catch more 200s on Phoenix than Emily, so there are still chances everywhere.
So yeah, it might just come down to the wire on a few parts of this chart, especially seeing how well these two can play out. And I think that might have been a 200 from Emily.
Now for MIkuaimbot, especially going from 99.7 to 99.6, but catching the 99.7 soon after. But the more you drop, the more you let Emily get into this margin. You might have the better ratio, but the amount of 200s can be enough that Emily can go through your lead.
The 200, I think I saw. Yeah, I think that was a 200 for MIkuaimbot. That lead is slowly but surely shrinking, as Emily is just gonna have to hold on to their pretty respectable accuracy, almost 99.7 to 99.79.
Yeah, just 0.1 to catch up. It is definitely in the margin of possibility between those two players. MIkuaimbot is definitely starting to falter, starting to hit a tiny bit late. That might be what matters.
Yeah, Emily's unstable rate slightly being more in the middle as they climb their accuracy up to 99.7. Now that lead is starting. Now that lead is gonna slowly close in, unless MIkuaimbot finds a bit of lead in that accuracy. But as I said, they drop a bit. But so does Emily actually.
Yeah,
So,
the upwards trend from Emily is definitely not enough to catch up to MIkuaimbot. Definitely, as the 200s start to settle in towards the later back half of this map. No signs of MIkuaimbot dropping any sign of weakness so far. MIkuaimbot has been tearing through this map and through this entire match as well. Definitely got their mindset into just eating one of the best mLN players in the world.
Yeah, and MIkuaimbot going to take the third point of this match, 992k to 988k. And those ratios aren't to be laughed at. Those are some really good ratios. Just that MIkuaimbot had half of what Emily had when it comes to 200s.
I'm legit kind of speechless at the difference between MIkuaimbot and Silhoueska Elze. We're talking about Silhoueska Elze here, one of the best mLN players in the world and one of the most revered players, one of the most feared players, and I believe some of the one of the top seeds of this entire tournament, really.
And we're going into Tortura. Going into the density section of things here, as this is, I think, the shortest map in this pool. So kind of like Tangle Momentum versus Apple, trying to get this match over with, trying to shut the door as fast as possible.
Yeah, definitely relying on the back half of this map. This, as a reminder, this map is very, very backloaded. So Emily definitely looking into getting that accuracy pinpoint on this last part and trying to make MIkuaimbot eventually trip up. Hopefully trip up.
As we are underway with the fourth map of this match already. As I think that might have been a 200 right out of the get-go from Emily. 99.72, very impressive, 99.93, but we are still extremely early in this map. Well, we're already a quarter in.
Yeah, what Emily has to do is focus on the ratio. Against players like MIkuaimbot, you have no choice but to put 100% of your ability to ratio on this map. You cannot slack. You cannot slack even one tiniest bit, even if you're one of the best mLN players in the world. I have said this way too many times.
I believe this is Seed 3 going up against Seed 2, I think, actually.
Yes.
So this is a pretty fair fight all around the board, but it's just high seed wins at some points.
This last quarter is gonna decide everything.
Yeah, this final quarter, MIkuaimbot having that slight advantage, but it could even just take a couple 200s, and that lead is going to flick. As we see, MIkuaimbot keeping a solid score on this, not finding much 200. I don't think finding any 200s at all, as Silhoueska Elze is not too far behind, and that's going to do it for this chart. 993 to 992. I am.
That is not enough to make MIkuaimbot fall at all.
1.6k difference.
I'm leaving this room.
Alright, see you later.
Bye. I'm gonna fire myself.
Okay, yeah, you've already been fired.
I just no. Both of those scores are just top of the line. Just 1-200 on Emily's end, and just a V1XX with a stellar ratio from MIkuaimbot. You would think that Tortura is an easy map, but no.
And that's the second breakpoint for MIkuaimbot, and already hopping into their next pick, not wasting any time at all.
And MIkuaimbot gonna opt for Lamia, and
So
if MIkuaimbot picks this, then MIkuaimbot is definitely some amount of confident on this once again. So
digging into the density range.
And I do believe that if MIkuaimbot is feeling confident enough to pick this, then Emily has to aim for ratio.
Yeah, this map is also extremely short as well. Not as short as Tortura, but still one of the more shorter maps in this pool. Just under 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And here we go. Already out of the get-go, you can see these very tight releases, as this is one of Silhoueska Elze's specialties, knowing how to hit these very light or tight release patterns, almost like walls, sort of.
Yeah, this has been one of the training arcs of Emily. She has been grinding some full LN streams on full LN sessions on stream. And also shortening the gaps between those notes as far as possible. So this is definitely up her alley.
The accuracy advantage is actually going to Emily, 99.83 to 99.88. And this is slightly, this is a slight lead for Emily right now.
Yeah, this is definitely what Emily needs, but this is also what Emily does not need. Come on!
I'm sorry, Emily. You can take my Bugatti if you want to. But still, Emily having that accuracy advantage despite that drop. It's still, I think it's still her game as long as we see a drop come from MIkuaimbot. But MIkuaimbot has been so concentrated on long notes, I don't think it's even at this point, I think it's humanly impossible to see a drop come from MIkuaimbot unless it's out of their range in physicality.
Like, you would think between the two players, MIkuaimbot would be the one more susceptible to combo breaks, but right now, so far, MIkuaimbot has been the pillar of consistency and accuracy. There's I see. Okay, I'm leaving this room. I'm done.
Oh! Did we just see another commentator's curse? Yeah, MIkuaimbot just dropped, and that's going to give that lead to Emily. Oh my god. 4K points. As we mentioned, Emily being the undefeated long note wall champion, actually out-ratioing MIkuaimbot.
So, fun fact, I actually have Emily's stream still on and the volume at 10%, so I can actually hear the feedback from the stream, but I still heard her. So happy about this point. That is definitely what Emily needed to get this momentum going on back again.
Was a break point too.
Yeah, this is very decisive.
Point. There's 2 breakpoints in a row, and it is her pick. I won't be surprised if we go into the technical range now, as there's not really that much density or wildcard picks to go with.
Oh my god. What do you pick in this situation? I think Emily should go for the technical, should start go for the technical category here. Any would do, really. I think some of the harder ones.
And we're actually in the state.
Heaven's Door.
Heaven's Door?
Yeah, Heaven's Door is one of the hardest wildcards as well, so that is also a shout out, yeah. But actually, now that you mention it, all of the remaining picks are really, really hard. I think this might be Emily's moment to pick the momentum back up.
As yeah, this is probably the Emily redemption arc right now. As we're sticking into or we're sticking with the wildcard and density picks. As this map is another relatively short map, 2 minutes and 9 seconds, and it's filled with lots of burst and mini jacks. MIkuaimbot finding the first drop on those bursts and those mini jacks.
You would think that MIkuaimbot actually missed on the rise part of the long nodes. Is that their vulnerability?
And I think already a third in the map, but it's still anyone's game, as that was a really early drop, but Emily is just gonna capitalize off that to the fullest.
Come on, Emily definitely needs this right now on her own pick.
Yeah, if there's any time to scream for a pick that, or to scream for a win, it's most definitely here on Emily's own pick, as she has a quite confident lead over MIkuaimbot after that drop. But look at those accuracies, it's not too far apart, as that was a 200, as that lead might slowly shrink, but it's still wide in Emily's range. As we are reaching the final quarter of this map, that lead is slowly shrinking down. Still on Emily's side. She's just.
I don't want to say anything. No, should just.
Right section. Right section.
Oh come on.
I think it's safe to say that I think Emily might have secured this point.
Yeah, despite the accuracy advantage from MIkuaimbot, the accuracy advantage is definitely not big enough to be the decider here. So, oh my god, those scores.
Yeah, that would have been MIkuaimbot's point too if they did not drop very early at the beginning. But still, Emily taking 2 points from MIkuaimbot, as it's only a range of 2 points now until we tie this game up at 4. It is and it's now MIkuaimbot's pick, as we don't really have that many wildcard or density picks left.
Yeah, we are gonna have to tackle the technical and coordination parts of this map pool eventually. Those players have definitely been focusing on the lower part of the map pool, and the lower part of the map pool is definitely lends itself to be act, much to the advantage of MIkuaimbot. And right now it is 4-2 for MIkuaimbot, so definitely the advantage goes to MIkuaimbot in terms of accuracy, but in terms of consistency, in terms of technicality, in terms of just outright LN skill set, upper LN skill set. What's it gonna be?
Tech 3. We're gonna see Tech 3 come up from MIkuaimbot. I'm surprised we're not seeing any coordination picks coming out at all. I think the most, I think the one that would make the most sense is Vend for MIkuaimbot, but maybe saving that for later, or maybe not even wanting to pick it at all.
Oh yeah, Dile, I'm surprised. I'm very surprised to see MIkuaimbot pick this, because this has so many ways to for you to trip upon. This has so many ways. And players are already starting to play this map, and just have to fix this on the streams. And definitely just gonna look at Emily's screen right now to see how it's going on.
Yeah, we're having a bit of technical issues, but you can always go to Silhoueska_Elze and check out her point of view.
Yeah, right now I'm not able to see how MIkuaimbot is hacking this, potentially.
I'm just going to steal the MP link that's in the. Whoops, that's.
So right now, still the calm before the storm, and we haven't hit many of the iconic and main drops yet. And in terms of drops, there's not that many things going on.
I can't find. Okay, I'm gonna just take a look. How's that?
And Emily definitely conducive to dropping some of those releases a little bit early, but still stellar performance. We cannot say anything about MIkuaimbot though.
Yeah, just gonna steal the MP link in the ref sheet and just going to because I believe this map is relatively it's only a drain length of 2 minutes and 52 seconds, so it's still quite a long map, but we have a bit of technical issues on our side, but still have Emily's stream to go to.
Yeah, she's definitely dropping some amount of long notes a little bit early, maybe out of nervousness, or maybe out of maybe just outright keeping the combo alive.
Yeah, probably out of nerves, or like you said, trying to keep that combo alive. As yeah, I did see a 200 come out of Emily, but as I don't see the MP link being updated, so they are still in the match. But I would assure that the map is probably almost over, as that was another 200 I saw on Emily's side. But MIkuaimbot's side is completely anonymous.
Yeah, we can only speculate here. And since this is Miku's pick, we can expect some pretty high scores, pretty high accuracy at least.
Yes, I believe the map is slowly coming to an end, so I'm just... Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a loss for MIkuaimbot. Another breakpoint for Emily.
What?
This is exactly what she needs. 989
Emily
versus
winning
980.
Three in a row for Emily.
Bro, this is a comeback right now. This is pretty high.
Century.
4-3 right
is
now.
Screaming right now. What the heck?
Yo, in terms of accuracy, Emily definitely had the advantage in terms of 200s, 5 versus 7. But MIkuaimbot with the 420 blaze at 300 count versus Emily's 564. MIkuaimbot definitely not to be slept on in terms of accuracy. Definitely have to be careful.
I could just hear the happy screams of Emily on her side of the stream. As yes, I also have her stream on the background as well. As it all to share that Emily definitely needs a moment to relax and take a few deep breaths after that insane victory.
This is one of the decisive breakpoints that Emily might need, especially since this is her pick next, and she can go for something she's really confident on to try and get another point into the chain, into the combo.
Yeah, that was indeed a break point, and probably one of the most important break points. And Sugar Song 2 Bitter Step, we're finally jumping into coordination. And if there's any time to put in those coordination picks, it is now. It's now or never for both of these players.
I don't really like this pick, because this pick is 4 minutes long and is less physical than their counterpart. So while Emily might aim for some MIkuaimbot chokes here and there, the greater accuracy from MIkuaimbot is definitely going to scale better on basically 7,000 nodes. So if Emily wants to win this pick, she has to focus on a whole lot of ratio game right here.
Looks like grabbing a another form of technical issues. So, twitch.tv/Silhoueska_Elze. This is one of the longest maps in the pool, 4 minutes and 10 seconds.
So yeah, maybe on the streamer side, you might have to go into the tournament game and manually delete and let it re-download. That is the fix I would go for at least. But let's watch what Emily is. We have the stream live. Let's go.
Something just. Oh, and we are back in this. Oh wow! Already. It's so close between this already between these players. I think this is the more messy, like technical side of coordination.
I definitely see what you mean in terms of dump and unpredictableness of the snaps.
Oh my! Like this is pretty much you can literally just flip a coin and just decide who the winner is. But MIkuaimbot slightly having that lead in accuracy, as Emily's not too far behind from MIkuaimbot. I think just a 200 could swing that lead over by a mile, but as it stands, MIkuaimbot dropping their accuracy almost down to where Emily's accuracy is. Both
so right now,
7 range.
Yeah, right now, looking at the unstable rates right now, MIkuaimbot definitely has, once again, the higher ratio trend. But what matters in this matchup right now, which is very close, is that MIkuaimbot has to maintain the lower count of 200s. Right now, I think MIkuaimbot is at the disadvantage in terms of 200s.
Yeah, exactly, as we are already nearing the halfway section of the chart, the 3,000 no margin, and we're only halfway through. I think this map has like 3,000 sliders, so it's probably going to be like a 6,000 combo at least.
7,000, you mean? But yeah,
even worse.
But yeah, thing is, Emily is definitely dropping some amount of 200s that is very crucial to letting her at least catch up to MIkuaimbot, but this is only half of the map left, or well, a third of the map left. I think it can still happen in this back half.
Yeah, there's still stuff can happen in the back half of this chart. This chart is kind of all over the place, but as we see, MIkuaimbot having a slight lead, 99.78 to 99.7. Both players still holding on to that FC as we are almost nearing the final quarter. As we are good to see that 5k, yeah, 5k combo. This is probably, I think this is one of, the longest map in the pool, actually.
It is, yeah, by a fair margin. You only see so many 4-minute maps in the regular pool that are not tiebreakers.
And here we go. I think this is a more release-based section. Yeah, a little more released, and also yeah, that's what mainly it is when it comes to coordination. Oh, if there's one place where you wait, I think that might have been either client-sided or an actual miss. That was a really
no, that was an actual miss. That was an actual miss.
That lead is going over to Emily. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Emily has to sustain this combo if she really wants to do it, but right now it might not be enough. Actually, as I mentioned in the beginning, the accuracy does scale better on this type of map than others because there are 7,000 nodes, and the better ratio you get, the better you can recover from a combo break like you can see here.
It's going to be so close. I think we're going to have to see a mirage of 200s come on, but we're not going to see it, and it's only by 600. Like 600 points, 660 points.
But look. Yeah, just compare those ratios. There is a world of difference between those two ratios, but you don't get that ratio. There are not that many players in the world who can get Emily's ratio, let alone MIkuaimbot's ratio. Like, this is sub 1,000. Like, the sub 1,000 to 300 is definitely like not something I would expect to see on this type of. Wow, just I'm
And it's match point for MIkuaimbot, and I think it's MIkuaimbot's pick as well, if I am not wrong.
Like, look at the points. This is 5-3. This is first to 6, and MIkuaimbot is in a match point situation, and this is MIkuaimbot's pick, I think. This is a dire situation.
Yes, indeed, this is. It is MIkuaimbot's pick, and I think we could see maybe something like Vend, or maybe even Crank It, or Qualia. I don't think we're gonna see, or I guess maybe Happy World's End, as I'm just listing all the maps that are still available.
I feel like Vend should be the most likely pick from MIkuaimbot. It's the definition of coordination, and I believe that MIkuaimbot does have coordination advantage.
Yeah, we're gonna see Vend come out. And this, like, I think we mentioned this right at the beginning of the stream, this is winner's bracket, so loser goes down to the losers. Oh, bless me. Losers, I think finals, actually.
Yeah, and you do not want to get into the losers bracket at this point of time, because you've got players such as Pavin, Grill Roasted, Tang Momentum is in the losers bracket. You do not want to fall into this hole that is the losers bracket.
Yeah, it's already kind of a living nightmare down in that losers bracket already. Seeing all these top players down there. Ting Momentum, yeah, like you said, Grill Roasted, Ting Momentum, Pavin, all of these well-known, long-known players sitting in the losers bracket waiting for their next player.
Okay, Emily, just focus on the accuracy. You cannot do anything. You cannot drop a 200. Dropping a 200 against MIkuaimbot, but as we saw, as we learned throughout the match, is definitely detrimental. And you do not want to make any mistake. Like, any mistake is very costly.
And here we go. We are underway with, I believe this is the 9th map of this entire match, as MIkuaimbot's on the brink of taking this match 6-3, but Emily is not too far behind from MIkuaimbot's slice of lead.
Yeah, looking at the unstable rate right now, Silhoueska is definitely on the trend to match actually MIkuaimbot's ratio, and actually exceeding it. This isn't characteristic of this match, actually.
This is firing back just a little bit, but I think that might have been a 200 for MIkuaimbot, as that lead is slightly going back and forth. It's slightly on MIkuaimbot's side.
So I believe that MIkuaimbot is definitely looking a little bit shakier in this breakdown. Silhoueska. Maybe some bits of nervousness is actually starting to settle in.
Yeah, nerves would be probably the #1 reason for this. But as we reach a little right section, now we're getting into the more tricky section of the map, the long mini jacks.
That's a 200 from Silhoueska right now. Oh my god.
As these players are relatively
catching up. Oh my god, MIkuaimbot. Oh my god, they're tied.
What the heck?
I'm holding my breath right now. No, this is forbidden. This matchup is forbidden. My eyes are glued to the screen right now. I literally cannot. But the players are on the same ratio trend right now. I cannot predict the outcome of this match.
I'm speechless on what's going on right now. It's going to come down to this last section.
Please! What?
Oh my
no,
God.
MIkuaimbot has the slightest like no.
MIkuaimbot finds the 200 at the very end.
Okay, how many points? 390 points.
290 points, and Emily's gonna stay alive for one more day.
Look at the judgments. You can count them. You can count them in your room right now, on your hands and your feet.
Tiebreaker. Bring in the tiebreaker hype.
Bro, I don't know what I was expecting. I thought that MIkuaimbot had it in the bag because MIkuaimbot has been hauling ass on the ratio department here throughout this entire match, and Vent it definitely lends itself to be ratioed. But the fact that Vent lends itself to be ratioed by more than just MIkuaimbot, but also Emily, just was very useful for Emily as a weapon against MIkuaimbot. Wow, I cannot.
Taking a well-deserved timeout for this final pick of this map. You have 3 maps remaining on this board. All we need is Happy World's End, Dead City 1, and then the 2 remaining tech picks being Qualia and Crankits.
Okay, let's study those picks while the timeout is going on. Qualia, technical number 1, very abrasive, very jacky, and very chokeable. So definitely something that Emily might want to opt for to make MIkuaimbot trip up.
We could see, okay, and the moment we've all been waiting for, Emily seems, Emily is coming back.
Oh, she definitely has something in mind already. But continuing down the list, Crankit is definitely dumpier and more a slaughter-like type of lens, so definitely up the alley of both players actually. So kind of a risky pick, but something that people might go for if they're feeling like going for it. And all we need is Happy, arguably the most physical pick remaining out of the 3, so definitely something that Emily could go for again, also.
This is one of the biggest comebacks we have ever seen. As Emily has their pick ready, as I believe
I see the pick on her stream right now. Not gonna spoil it. But
yeah, I can see it as well.
I don't know about this pick, man. I don't know about this pick.
We could see the first tiebreaker since round of 64, which guess who did it? Adam Ackerville and Ruka.
Look, even if this ends up as a 6-4, we saw another 6-4 before. It was Take Momentum versus Apple. And that match was also one of the most contested of the entire tournament, but oh my god, we're seeing banger after banger. I cannot believe we're witnessing this.
Rank it by the Funk.
And Funky is definitely one of the words that you might opt for to describe this map. And it's definitely very missable, but it's also, in my very personal opinion, among the 3 that are remaining, the most uncertain in regards to both of the players, at least.
And can I just say one thing real quick? This map has an echo arc in it.
I'm feeling lightheaded.
And here we go! The final regular map of this match. It's gonna be Crankits. This is the biggest do or die situation for Silhoueska Elze right now.
Yeah, those players definitely want to crank it if they want to go ahead into the winner's bracket in a comfortable position. And wow, MIkuaimbot is definitely going against Silhoueska in the disadvantaged situation right now, but it is not by much actually. Catching up to the 99.6 region, everything is still possible here. Wait, I did not even notice the combo break. How?
Combo break at like the very beginning, it's only a combo difference of 500, but this map is relatively short, just under shy of 2 minutes, as MIkuaimbot actually has that accuracy advantage over Silhoueska Elze. Despite that drop, it's heavily just gonna have to hold on for the rest of this chart, as you blink and you'll miss it is pretty much the definition of this chart, as we are already reaching the final third.
This is accuracy versus combo right now. Accuracy versus combo. Everything matters here. And accuracy versus combo has been the mainstay of this entire match. And Ven has been the only anomaly in this in this matchup.
I just saw like a couple notes, a couple hundred notes earlier. I saw a 200 coming from Elze. It's coming down to the wire here. I think that was another 200.
Oh my god. My behind is clenching so hard.
It's tiebreaker time!
Oh, let's go! The first tiebreaker since round 64. We are seeing it live right now. MIkuaimbot versus Silhoueska Elze. Tiebreaker. Shout it on every single Discord stream. Ping at everyone. Ping at everyone twice in this Discord. Please, we are having it right now. This is one of the matches of all time.
Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen.
This is not just another tiebreaker. We are absolutely happy for any tiebreaker in any situation, but this is a tiebreaker between MIkuaimbot and Silhoueska Elze, some of the most busted LN players in the world, and we are seeing a tiebreaker, a 4 minutes and 57 seconds tiebreaker between the two players. This is historical.
What better way to have a Juan Crystal and Underjoy collaboration for a tiebreaker, and especially when you slap Imperial Circus dead over it.
I cannot believe I was here to witness this match, and if you just got here from any single ping that you got from just anyone here, watch this entire match back. Watch this entire match back. This was not a back and forth. This was not a straightforward back and forth. This had so much dynamics inside of it. This is not like textbook accuracy versus combo or anything. Both of those players had to go through incredible nervousness, and it had to be felt throughout their gameplay and throughout their chokes, and I cannot even begin to imagine what they're feeling right now as they are starting to get ready for this tiebreaker.
Came down to the wire on a few maps, and we are at this point, and it's going to be tiebreaker. This is probably the highlight of the semifinals.
Perhaps even the highlight of this entire tournament, depending on how the rest of the tournament is going to be going on. But this is only the beginning of the end.
This is the beginning of the end and the end of the beginning. As already you can see, you haven't seen this tiebreaker unless you were here for the showcase for the semifinals, and you finally get to see it in action. Already, this is closer than I thought it would be.
Yeah, MIkuaimbot definitely settling in terms of accuracy, but kind of tripping up at some of the more physical aspects of this map. We are definitely starting to see the accuracies creep up towards one another. Dangerous.
The last time I've seen a tiebreaker was in the Tetra League.
Man, those are two different types of players. Those are two very different profiles of players, and here we are witnessing a tiebreaker of very similar accuracies, but here we go. That's gonna be the first combo break from MIkuaimbot. If it's gonna be decisive in deciding this matchup once and for all.
So we are only just a quarter in the map. As you said, MIkuaimbot did drop, but it was a very clean drop. It is still anybody's game. We are just cracking the second quarter of this map, and MIkuaimbot. Oh, that was a way more messy drop than how it was before.
Yeah, look at the unstable rate. Many rushes. Oh no, 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 no!
It came down to, it's coming down to your stamina now, your density, your physicality, I would say.
No, MIkuaimbot, you do not want to give up right now. Anything is still possible. Just hold,
But I honestly, like, giving up, well, I guess not really giving up, but 3 points in a row for Silhoueska Elze, and then getting 2 more, coming down from a 4-0 deficit to this point.
Yeah, you might notice, but this tiebreaker is 240 BPM. That is a fair amount faster than a fair amount of those picks in this pool. So maybe MIkuaimbot is actually hitting the physicality cap here, but definitely still doing well on this tiebreaker.
Yeah, I think MIkuaimbot's stamina is not holding up too well, especially on an extremely dense chart like this. As is, don't tell me Silhoueska Elze is still FCing this chart. I
don't want to curse anything, so I'm just not gonna watch it. Okay, MIkuaimbot also just trying to survive here, but right now the gap is just enormous. It's just too big at this point.
Just watching it, like, just bewildered. I honestly, like, just like questioning everything, if this match is even real. Winning, like, how many breakpoints did Silhoueska Elze take from MIkuaimbot? 3 breakpoints from MIkuaimbot to come here.
Yeah, the thing is, this is the 11th map that those players are playing. We might have had a timeout before that let the players settle a little bit and get some of their spirits back. But this map is like no slouch. It definitely does not leave much room for a spite.
Silhoueska Elze finally finding a drop, but I don't think that really matters, as we are so late in this map. It's already coming to an end, and out of these 11 maps, 5 of them were breakpoints.
But I cannot even begin to imagine what MIkuaimbot is feeling right now, because if you're at this level of performance, like towards the beginning, maybe when MIkuaimbot was feeling like their physicality was about to give up, I think once they decided they gave up, it felt like kind of whiplash in terms of feeling. When you're feeling that nervous in a tournament situation, and you just kind of let loose. Yeah.
No missing this chart. Coming back from a 4-0 deficit to win 3 in a row and take 3 breakpoints to come back and win the match.
That is a 8,317 combo. Ladies and gentlemen, and other fine people of the world, that is a 8,317 combo.
And Silhoueska Elze punched their ticket into the winners finals. But I think it's either going to be between Demi-Fiend or Grip Warrior to meet them in the finals.
Oh my god, either Demi-Fiend versus Silhoueska Elze or Grip Warrior versus Silhoueska Elze. It's gonna be another historical matchup, I feel like. Oh my god.
That's the match to wrap up the winner's bracket, but how about the loser's bracket? don't ever count out the losers bracket. And Paven and Mr. Moo are either gonna, whoever wins that match is either gonna have to go up the loser against Demifiend versus Grip Warrior. But look at this, Grill Roasted versus Ting Momentum. Are we going to see Grill Roasted versus MIkuaimbot or Ting versus MIkuaimbot? These are exciting, like, these are the matches of all time, and we haven't even reached finals yet. I don't really have anything much to say.
I mean, there are very few matchups remaining. We have, as you mentioned, the losers bracket matchups, which are going to be incredibly hard to gauge. And we also have the last winners bracket matchup, which is also incredibly hard to gauge. Might even be as hype as this one. May we see another tiebreaker between Demifiend and Grip Warrior? But next we're gonna see. I don't even know which match it's actually gonna be next.
I believe it's going to be Grill Roasted versus Ting Momentum actually. Yeah, it's gonna be Grill Roasted versus Ting Momentum tomorrow at 14 UTC. Then Paven versus Mr. Moon tomorrow at 16 UTC, and then to wrap up this weekend, Demifiend versus Grip Warrior tomorrow at 17 UTC.
Yeah, here you go. You have one entire day to rest your spirits. Watch this match back once again, and just mauled. Anyways, this has been it. I need to go take a walk right now because I cannot.
To get water. I just need to just turn off my computer and just hibernate after just watching what happened.
Yeah, I hope that you at home can also take a walk, just breathe in, breathe out, touch some grass. You might need it for tomorrow.
And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Do you have any closing remarks, Pataraj, or?
Yeah, no, not really. I'm just gonna bail. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time.
See ya.